It's Pookie from
I'm
New
trying to figure out
Jack.
my sound. What's
Not
that?
even-
Bro, he said Pookie.
That's a good one. That
Hey,
is
that's
a good one.
That's all it
He
is,
said
dog.
Pookie from New
That is
Jack.
a good
Hey, that's a
one.
good one.
I'm not even messing with y'all, man. I'm not even messing. Look, y'all know already what it is, man. It's the full 94 team here right now. We got our guest in the building, MVP JT. What's going on,
What's
dog?
up, man?
How you feeling, my
What up,
guy?
dog?
Hey, man, I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to talk ball with y'all, man. You know, it's
Big
about
fact.
well, y'all season over with. You know, the real season about Gary to start. You know what I'm
You
saying?
a lie.
Football. What?
Keep
We're not
going
gonna talk
on.
about
First and
that.
foremost,
Don't forget who show you
basketball
on.
is
I
still
understand.
still
Yeah,
in
you know what I'm
popping.
saying?
Ladies
Hey,
is
I'm
balling.
coming on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Show support to
You
the
can exit
WNBA.
left too.
Whoa, I'm showing support to WNBA.
Okay.
You know, I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna sit in the corner.
No,
You can't both talk about football. Chill out, bro.
right.
JT, you can be one
The
of the
disrespect is too real, bro. Well,
Hey, listen,
how you feeling today, my guy?
I'm copacetic, man. You know what I'm saying? Will just roughing his head. JT about to become another one of the temptations.
Your apparel says it all, my boy. I love it.
Hey, listen, I'm
That boy put on the
I'm here for the
Georgetown
smoke.
NY hat.
You
I'm
know
here
he
for the
always
smoke.
comes with the smoke.
I'm here for Connie's
He's so
mindset.
ready. He's
You know
so
what I'm
ready
saying?
for
I'm
it,
here
though.
for Miles being in denial, and I'm here for C playing both sides. She be acting like she on my team, and then she'll switch up.
I don't act like I'm on your team, okay? I like what I like, and then I don't what I don't.
Straight like that.
Straight
Period.
like that.
This can't continue.
Speaking of C, how are you feeling up there, Sue?
Oh,
How
I'm
are you?
great. Hey guys, I'm not carrying today. No.
I love it. With your clear self. With your clear self, yes, sir.
So I'm
Absolutely
feeling
love
great.
it.
I had a nice
That boy
interview
West Side, how you
today.
feeling?
You know, it's been a day.
It's been a
It's
day.
been a day. It's been raining all day here in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, in Tallahassee at least.
Nah,
It's just been one of them days.
It's one of them days.
You gonna play the intro? You gonna play the intro? I'm gonna play the intro. West Side.
You go for the intro, brother?
Hey, look, at the end of the day, y'all know exactly what it is, man. Look, the full 94 team is here at our new time, at our new day with our boy MVP JT. Look, I am thoroughly excited about what we got to talk about. You got top 50, we got KD's legacy, we got Asia Wilson being the face of the NBA. Does she get enough credit? I think we got a lot of things, even disrespect to Mr. Leah Boston. There was a lot of things that we got to talk about tonight. We're going to get right into it. I am excited, but you know what you're here for. Let's get right to it, man. The 494. Hey.
Yo, real quick. Before
What's
I
up?
say anything, bro, that intro is dope.
Hey, appreciate it, dog.
Yo, bro, the intro is dope. But
working.
one thing I gotta say, Conrad, where your boy Zion at? You know, you've been
Thank
you're a
God.
Zion fan.
Thank God. Well, don't even remind him, bro.
Man, because you know, it was so much Zion hate on this podcast. They're like, Zion, I ain't gonna even do that to you, bro.
There's no Zion hate.
You represent. You are the only. You're the president of the Zion. You're the president of the Zion fan club.
And you
represent Zion, even though he don't sign this deal, ain't gonna never touch the court. But you're the fan. You're the president of the Zion fan club. Represent.
That's big
bro.
Fact.
Let me tell you, I went to the mall 2 days ago, and I went to Finish Line, and I looked at the Jordan wall. Did you know Zions are going for $80?
Bro,
$80?
$250 million contract, crazy.
And you know what selling for $80?
Who's buying them, bro? Who's buying them?
I haven't seen them.
Right.
I don't know.
They don't even look good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What I want to cop them though, like the question would be how do you play them? I don't care what the shoe looks like. If it's comfortable when I hoop, I'm cool with it.
Man, I might buy the Della Duns before I buy the Zions.
What you say?
I might buy the Della Duns before I buy the Zions.
Listen,
I don't
you
know
already know how I'm coming on
like
my feet, and I'm definitely not playing them on.
Matter of fact, with the resident sneakerhead here, or I'm gonna come. I'll ask you, Will. I asked you MVP, but I also want to ask C. Like, have you seen the Zions?
I have.
So everybody's seen them.
Yeah.
Would you rock them?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Never mind. From anybody who wears real Jordans, I had a friend of mine growing up, and she would always tell me, she was like, if you ever come around me with some Team Jordans, I will disown you.
Bro, with some flights,
like
bro.
she was so into retro, like it was crazy.
Bro,
Say it
no one
again?
on Team Jordans.
No
No
one's
one
fooling
on
with
6
Team
rings.
Jordans, right?
Yo, bro, them 6
Bro,
rings gotta go.
But if I ever see anybody with some 6 rings on, bro, I'm finna call you up for the ooh.
It be like that though.
I like the
Okay,
6
so
rings, bro.
let's hop right into it. The first top we gotta talk about Nick Wright's top 50. Anybody who knows Nick Wright knows who his favorite player is, who he has as the GOAT, best to ever do it. The question to me, list came out. Michael Jordan ended up being number 3 on this list, and this is the biggest issue that people are having with Nick Wright's list is that MJ is number 3. Are we surprised? I'm a little surprised because I feel like Nick, he's always had the 1-2 punch kind of thing, but MJ at 3 just kind of trips me out. And we had to have this conversation because me and Will got into it earlier today about Dennis Rodman and Carmelo Anthony being in the top 50. And even to your question, Will, I went to the Facebook and was like, maybe I can try to get a poll going, but I just didn't see the interaction being right. And I felt like I was going to post it for no reason. So
you know what I was going to say.
It is what it is. No, because the question was going to be who deserves to be in the top 50 more. Would it be Dennis Rodman or Carmelo Anthony? And I feel like overwhelmingly it would have been Dennis. However, you were in the minority. I'm gonna call it the minority because you say it's Melo.
I mean, the truth is what it is.
Connie, did you
say? Excuse me, bro.
Did Connie say Melo?
Yes, Melo.
No, I said Melo.
Tell you enough right there, sir.
No, I said Melo.
He's actually right on this situation. Okay.
We on this situation. I'm always right.
No, I'm talking about Connie.
Connie is the.
You think Melo deserves to be top 50
over Dennis?
I'm sitting here quiet. I'm listening.
Yes, you said Melo, didn't you, Connie?
No,
I thought you just said Melo. Somebody just said Melo.
He said Melo.
Oh, okay.
You said Dennis.
Okay, so look, the question being, we'll get to the Melo versus Rodman thing because me and Will totally disagree on this. However,
Rodman was a different
MJ
player.
At number 3.
Hold on. You can't. Rodman was a different player. He was a dog, bro.
No. So let's just give a quick backstory. People don't know the whole story. Me and Will got into it in our MTMV group because he said Dennis shouldn't be in the top 50, and I was like, well, if you're gonna make that argument for Dennis, I don't see what Melo's like. He was like 46 or 40. I was like, Dennis was a little bit higher than him, so I was like, well, if you're gonna take Dennis out, then why would Melo be out there as well? Like, it has to be the same conversation. And Will was just not having it. He was like, bro, Melo was the best offensive player in his prime. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you. He was an amazing scorer. But I'm like, six rings? Like, that's hard to. I mean, was it 5? 5 rings. I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand.
Charles Barkley, he rode on the bus on them 6 rings, big dog. If we give it to him, then Robert Horry got to be top 10.
Don't do that.
No, Robert Horry was different, bro.
Don't do that, bro.
Let's keep it a whole buck. Robert Horry was in good situations at the right time. Not saying that he wasn't a good player. He was just in good situations.
And Rodman wasn't.
What?
I just
Rodman
was Rodman running the
bus to these situations.
And Rodman wasn't
bro.
So he was riding.
Hold on. I'm gonna nip this in the butt right now. So in their primes, if you got to start a team with either one of them, who you starting a team with?
Rodman.
You starting a team with Rodman over Carmelo?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Westside, why?
You can get Pookie on.
I'm getting these rebounds. I'm getting these rebounds.
Are you in the car right now? Say you need help and we'll come get you.
Okay, so if we're talking that, the question to me is, what are we really doing at the beginning when you're starting your team, right? Are you just looking because Melo was just a scorer? Am I right? Like he didn't make players better or do more than shoot. He's an amazing scorer. I don't want to get that wrong because I feel like you may think I'm not saying that. And he's amazing at what he's doing. One of the best scorers of all time.
Right.
Bro.
I mean, I feel like if you ask that question, you can't start with a rebounder.
Bro,
that's unfair.
The Bulls won a 3-peat with Horace Grant right before Rodman came. So it's not that Rodman's not great, but he's interchangeable. Carmelo Anthony was a game-changing player when he started out. He took his team to the playoffs in rookie year. Did Bron do that?
That's when you do when you score.
Did Bron do that though? Right. No. That's what you do when you score, when you lead a team to wins.
when you're at
No,
school,
LeBron in
you
his
should be
second
able to
year
do that.
took him to the championship. That's the difference.
So
That's different.
can I make a real quick statement? So Miles, you just
And
asked the
won a
question:
champion.
who did Carmelo make better? So maybe it is me, but would you have known who J.R. Smith was before?
No.
Before Melo?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think so. But was J.R. Smith better because of Melo, or he got open shots because of Melo?
He became another scorer. He became that guy, that second
He's a shooter. Yeah, he was solid.
So for you to say who did Melo make or who did he make better, he made a couple of guys better.
I'm just thinking, to me, like he's short of AI. When I think of Melo, I think of a lesser AI, because AI took his team to the championship.
So first of all,
I don't think Melo ever did that.
Don't you ever fix your mouth to disrespect Allen Iverson? Because I feel like there's disrespect in there somewhere.
Your
argument does not make any sense. That's like his Scotty Barnes being a top 10 player argument. Like, come on. Like,
Who said that? Who said that?
I need y'all to get off of my Barnes, bro. Scotty Barnes is a good player.
This is the same guy. This is the same guy who said Jalen Green was the best player in the league.
I think it's time for Will to something to go.
I didn't say that.
So, but that's all right. You was talking about that. I'm like, what, Nick? Okay, why do you have MJ at number 3?
I said
that's
be
the better
best
question.
Player.
Is
Like,
MJ 3 on anybody's list?
No,
Ever.
No.
If I'm being honest,
okay.
When he's punching
Say something I don't like.
Michael Jordan, I feel like they're doing it so they can lesser Michael Jordan's legacy, so that they can make LeBron feel better. I personally feel that way.
Wow.
Because every time you see this, it's always a comparison between LeBron and Mike. Nick Wright does this every episode.
Oh yeah, of course.
But what better way than to do it than to take the GOAT and make him lesser than what you really know that he is? Because Nick Wright will say this, and then out the other side of his mouth, we'll talk about, oh, MJ was perfect. MJ was this, and so how is he number 3? The only person I would ever consider putting ahead of Michael Jordan is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and that's because Kareem won at every level, and he did it in a dominant fashion.
He's number 1 on a few lists.
Yeah.
I get that.
So
Jordan didn't win at every level?
No,
bro.
No, he didn't.
Not like Kareem did.
Kareem won every. He won all 4 years in high school, in college, and 6 in the NBA.
Like, it's in the way he did it.
He got rings on top of rings, my boy.
At center,
top of rings.
At center, yeah.
I mean, it's easy to play center when you playing.
Oh, here we go. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Okay. Let's go
on to the next one.
Go on to the next.
Speaking of legacy, huh?
I'm resigning for 494 because I can't do this abuse anymore.
Speaking of legacy, great. This is a great segue. See, I love what you did there. Speaking of legacy, Kevin Durant. Now, we have had this conversation in private and in public, and we just cannot seem to get on the same page about the legacy of KD. So I am going to back away from this topic. I have shared my thoughts, my
so I don't know your thoughts. I'm a guess.
I will reiterate them very quick and let you guys get right into it on talking about KD's legacy. I said these are my words, Miles Austin. These not reflect the views or the opinions of MTMV Sports as a whole. I believe KD is the best number 2 ever. And when I say number 2, because I had to clarify for Will, he called me. Hey man, hey bro, you're not just going. Let me explain to you when I say number 2. When I say number 2, I am not expecting him to lead a team. That's when I say number 2. Not saying now what Will explained to me was that when he heard number 2, he thought Scottie Pippen. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not giving a team to KD and saying lead me to the promised land. That's what I mean when I say he's the best number 2. Now, I'm going to let you guys fight over his legacy. Will feels very strongly in his opinions, and I'm going to step back. I'm going to step back and let y'all talk about it. I'm going to start with MVP since you have not been here. I'm going to start with C. Let you gather your thoughts. I'm going to come right after you. C, tell me the legacy of Kevin Durant as it stands right now.
He's a 2-time champ, right? Yeah. 4-time scoring champ, MVP, 12-time All-Star. I'm not going to take that away from him. Yes, he pissed me off and did not win and got swept in the first round. But
it's a blemish.
It is. But at the same time, we know he's not going to lead a team. So what did I really expect? I couldn't really expect him to bring him all the way when I don't see him as being that player.
Now let
So
me
I'm not
ask you
going to
this.
take away his legacy from him.
Yeah, let me ask you this: did you expect the sweep when you saw that matchup?
No.
Okay.
No. I was highly upset that he did not. I knew they were not going to come out, but I did not feel like they were going to get swept. You are absolutely right. And I was hurt for a very long time
Big
that
fact.
KD and Kyrie Irving did not win at least one game.
Big
But
fact.
for you to say that this takes away from his legacy, even he was still in the playoffs after the crap Brooklyn Nets went through after the year, I'm not going to say. Now, if he comes back and does nothing next year, then we can have this discussion again.
Well, he'll be on a new team next year. Did you see?
I mean,
did you
listen,
see that?
if he goes to Boston, you
me.
really know I'm not for
Bro,
Boston.
please tell me.
That goes up in the air.
Do you remember the tweet from earlier, Will?
Shaking my head.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna let MVP talk about his legacy. Then I'm gonna tell you that tweet because that tweet was absolutely hilarious. MVP, tell me, KD's legacy as it stands right now in the NBA. Has he cemented himself? Because some people have him top 15 all time. I saw him on a couple lists. He was like 12 and 13. And I'm gonna hold my tongue. MVP, what's on you, brother?
So I'm gonna say this in the words of my uncle Shannon Sharp. He's a runner. He's a track star. You run away when things get hard. Bro, don't stay when.
I love it.
So his legacy as a basketball player, yes, he's a baller. You can't take that from him. He's probably one of the best all around scorers I've seen. You know what I'm saying?
Big
but what has he done? Can he lead a franchise? No. Can he make players around him better? No. Can't. Who has he made better? He's always had superstars.
I didn't say nothing, brother. Keep
I was saying he's always had superstars around him ever since he got to the league.
This is making his tweet so much better.
So in my head, his legacy he's gonna
be. You okay over there, Will?
Oh my gosh!
I think he's a top 20 player. I'll say that.
Ever? Some people have him as the best player. Some people have him as including one person on the show today says he is the best player in the NBA right now.
He's top 10.
I don't agree with being the best. I think I want to give that title to Giannis, but it is what
you
it is.
did.
You said that.
No, that's not what I said.
I'll run the tape back, my boy.
What I said. No,
you said he was the best.
Clarifying things. That's not what I said. I said when KD is on, there's nobody in the NBA better than KD, and I stand on that. I'm gonna go find the tape.
So MVP, are you done with your statement, young sir?
Yeah. I'm gonna say right now in the league, he's top 10. Overall, out of the 75 greatest players, like the 75 list, he's top 20.
Top 20 all time. JT, MVP JT has spoken. Well, I'm coming to you last. That boy Westside, how you feel? I feel like you got this face on. You about to say something real reckless.
He about to say Scotty Barnes number 1. So
he about to say.
But go ahead, brother.
There's times where I think we're all friends, but
right now.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, man. Best number 2, bro. Best number 2. I mean, the dude has done miraculous things. Resume miles long, but he's just not gonna win by himself, man. He's not a number 1, and that's cool. Because I said this about James Harden. No one said nothing about me then. You know what I'm saying? I said this about Westbrook.
James
already know
he's everything he's ever wanted.
Huh?
James Harden has gotten everything he's ever wanted and can't win. I don't. His best chance to win is on the team he is on right now.
I say this about Embiid. Embiid's not going to win in Philadelphia.
Oh, he's going to win in Philadelphia.
Oh my God! Let's not get there because I'll just give more ammo for Williams to go on.
Philadelphia is just like New York, a death hole.
Oh my
God! It's
just
nothing but sorrow there, except for they win games. They win with sorrow.
Wildress, I'm gonna come to you now, brother. KD's legacy, because it seems
they keep figuring out what a Joan is.
So this is a great conversation between the four of us because I don't know what the crack is talking But what I will say is this: KD's legacy is taking a hit right now, only because he was in a tremendous situation and he left the situation, and there's still the issue. I've never said, and I hate when you do this, yo. I've never said, yo, that KD was, because right now I personally believe the best player in the NBA. Stop it, see. I personally believe the best player in the NBA right now, it has to be Steph Curry. But when he is on, when KD is on, there's no player in the league better, and you can't tell me otherwise. If you can tell me otherwise,
all around,
because you're not about
to scorer. I'm
talking about when he's on. There's nobody more unstoppable. There's nobody you can put in front of the KD. There's nobody who's going to stop him. Now, I already know what we're going to say about Boston. But notice what I just said.
Because somebody did it.
Notice what I just said. I said, yo, when he is on. We all know when they were going into that series, ball was off. He wasn't on his joint. It wasn't serious. But when KD is on, there's nobody better. You can say what you want to say. He's a 7-footer who can shoot almost as good as Steph Curry. Where else?
Look, I'm not arguing.
Where else are you getting that?
I'm not arguing.
That's my argument. But has his legacy taken a hit with great? Has his legacy taken a hit with all that? Of course it has, because at some point, big dog, you got to kind of take ownership of the situation. Like, you wanted to go to the Nets. Everybody and their mama knew how shaky Kyrie was. Kyrie is that bad joint you meet at the club, but all your homies like, bro, don't take her home, dog.
Don't take
her home. She's not gonna do nothing but bring you trouble.
Oh,
but
that's
you
a fact.
go home with her because of how bad she is. And
see what you got going on.
Put that comment up here, because Crispy, listen, I'm about tired of you taking shots at me, okay?
Chrissy being there. I don't understand.
I love Crispy,
looking
man.
good and clear this week, my man.
Listen,
Crispy
I'm
coming at you
anemic
hard.
for one, okay? So if I need a transfusion, I may actually need one.
Yeah, so we're at the point understanding that KD has taken somewhat of a hit by his recent trade talks and wanting to get out of Brooklyn. Obviously, what he did in Golden State and OKC, and this will be his fourth team in his tenure. That had that, and two of them where he requested a trade. So I'm just like,
be worried.
What does that look like? Well, I don't. But in OKC, he just left, right?
Okay, so he played out his contract.
He played out his contract. Okay, so this is the first trade request. Well, he just left. He left Golden State and he left OKC. Now he's asking for a trade request.
He technically is not a person that's just like, oh, I want to get out of my contract. He plays out of contract, but he went to the Nets and
he got 4 years left on that contract. And he's ready to go.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think it'll ever come to a situation where he would just have to absolutely be the leader of a team and lead the team?
No.
I think he doesn't.
No.
I don't think it'll happen because he doesn't want it.
Nope. It's going to have to be this team.
I'm saying, but okay. So if he don't get a trade partner, and he's left in Brooklyn, Kyrie gets traded to the Washington Wizards somewhere. I don't care what he gets traded to.
Yeah, but Kyrie said he's staying, or according to Bleacher Report, Kyrie said that he's staying whether KD plays or not in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
okay, so who? So here's my question: who's the better leader, Kyrie or KD?
Neither one of them.
But you got someone has to lead the team. Who's the leader?
Neither one of them. Neither one of them. I'm not going to put Kyrie to lead my team, and I'm not picking KD to lead my team. So we're going to have to trade and get someone else.
You got to lean on Ben Simmons.
Right.
That's hard. That's hard.
Is he going to even play this year? He gonna have
I thought he had back surgery. Right.
Yeah,
this was always my argument, though. My argument was always, KD, right now, if you make no moves, you have Kyrie, KD, Ben Simmons, Joe Harris, Seth Curry. Like, you have a squad. They just got Claxton, so they're not. I mean, like, you could make some noise in the East, and if you are who you say you are, you can come out of the East. Besides facing Boston or Philly, who's gonna give you a real run for your money. But you have a great chance to make the finals with that squad. Am I tripping?
Wait, tell me. Wait. Did you exclude the Bucks? You said Boston and Philly, like
Oh,
Bucks
yeah,
ain't
and the
there.
Bucks. My apologies.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
My
say, wait a
apologies.
minute, bro. Your
But the Heat made
credibility.
it out.
Listen, I forgot the Warriors in last week's discussion.
The thing about it is that
Hold on, bro. Chris becomes for everybody tonight, bro. You gotta read the comment, man. On the background, and he's stuck looking like he on a Zoom date.
Zoom date.
Chris be beyond one, bro. I love it. Oh my gosh.
I got a background. Just
look,
my green screen is put away, man. I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving.
No worries, bro. You ain't gotta explain yourself.
No, you stood the fam.
Like this is my question as we talk about the struggles in the Eastern Conference, right? You talk about KD making his move, where Kyrie's going to potentially go, where KD could potentially go. Boston has come out talking about they put up Jalen Green. Now we'll spend maybe a minute or two on this, but
the wrong color, big dog. Brown.
Jalen
Brown.
My bad.
Right.
Jalen Brown, wrong color. I like that. Jalen Brown, Derek White, and I think it was the first round pick they put up. They want another pick and Marcus Smart to get KD. In my head, I make that move, and I'm not even thinking twice about it. That's just me. However, yes or no to that, C?
I like it.
You
already know how I feel for the reason that Brown and Tatum have to be separated in order.
They got to be separated to be successful. Yeah.
Yes, we already know how I feel.
Connie, what you think?
I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's definitely a no-brainer
to make it happen. They got picks on top of picks. I mean, they stockpiled them.
It's no-brainer. I mean, you're not losing anything. I mean, it's a win-win situation. You win if you keep them. You win if you lose them. It doesn't matter. He's going to win.
KD. You get, and they signed Malcolm Brogdon, so
right.
They won't be hurting at that point if he's healthy.
The Celtics have someone very smart on their squad. I mean, he doesn't play, he doesn't coach, but Brad Stevens is one.
Oh yeah,
heck of a
I think him
operations guy
did was great. Yeah, making that move.
So he'll make the best decision for the Boston Celtics that the Boston Celtics need. But
big facts. Will
Brad get Jalen out of there?
No,
you don't make it at all.
No, they're not getting better. You're losing too much, and all those pieces that you're going to send out to Brooklyn for one player, you can send out other places to make your team better.
Well, you're sending so the reality of it is three people, and the rest are potential and picks.
You're losing three of your core people. Like you're losing three people who make a difference. Everybody's talking about Malcolm Brogdon, but let's be honest. Come on, Malcolm Brogdon, you serious?
So give me.
So you feel as though that White was a core piece.
I feel as though
you don't feel like what he. You don't feel like what he produced that can be somebody else. White isn't really,
So here's the thing. I think I always think from a 2K standpoint. I'm like, yo, okay, I can send all these players to Brooklyn for Kevin Durant, or I could wait and see how everything plays out during the season. I could package Jaylen Brown and first round pick somewhere. I can package Marcus Smart, White, and maybe a first round pick somewhere else. And I just made my team better probably with maybe 3 or 4 other players who are going to make my core even better. Instead, I'm going to get KD, and then I'm going to pair him with Tatum, who I love Tatum, but he showed you during the playoffs at certain times he's just not going to show up the way you want him to show up. So then you got 2 players who ultimately are going to not be able to lead in the way you want them to lead.
Doesn't that make Jason better though? Putting a person like KD, because I'm not looking for Jalen.
It lessens Tatum because essentially that ball has to go somewhere else.
I feel like it makes it easier for him when the attention's on KD.
When
the attention's not going to be on KD. I don't think.
When Jason Tatum came into the league and he got really, really good, the one person people compared him to is KD. So then you got 2 of the same players who are taken away from each other and they can't operate in the same way.
Did you? I'm gonna treat you like
and
you don't you put them in the same breath now.
And then you still that's not what I'm saying. And then you still got to resign. You still got to make sure you got money for Robert Williams because you're potentially going to lose him.
You need him.
You're already talking about potentially.
You need Robert. You need Al. Those are key pieces.
You got Malcolm Brogdon, he's a starter, but you're paying him all-star money. Right. It doesn't make sense.
Facts.
It's a big fact. But tell me this: as you see the struggles in the Eastern Conference, figuring that out, let's move over to the West. Russell Westbrook has been the key topic of tons of trades. Right? He has been the scapegoat for the Lakers' struggles all of last season. when those three players played together, they played 21 games together. It's a total healthy, right? Ended up winning. I think it was a 33-49. I want to say that the record was. Is that fair to Russell? Now, granted, I do believe that he should be traded. That because that fit just doesn't work, and maybe Darvingham comes in and does something crazy with Russell. However, I'm not blaming Russell for the struggles, but he would be a piece that's gonna be mentioned in trade talks. That's just coming from my perspective.
Russell Wilson needs to do me a favor.
Westbrook. Yeah.
Sorry, not Westbrook. Sorry,
Wow.
sorry, Russell Wilson. Westbrook needs to do me a favor.
What
He
favor
needs
is
to
that?
go down to listen. He needs to go down to Burbank, sign up for Planet Fitness or what is the I don't know, Planet
Where are
Fitness
you going
gym.
with this?
And he needs to go ahead and join one of the rec leagues.
Man, watch out.
Sign
Bro.
up for the
Hey,
YMCA.
I'm
Get your
not doing
game
this
back,
with you.
bro.
I'm not doing this with you.
Go
bro.
back to the roots, bro.
No,
I need
But
you to do that,
speaking
bro.
of roots, isn't you knowing that it's a team thing part of fundamentals? You know, you guys played.
for sure.
Yeah, man, but it wasn't
Okay,
fun.
then. So why is
It
he
wasn't
the
fun to his
blame if it's a
mental.
team thing?
Oh, it's a team issue. He was one of the bigger.
Because they
But
He's
he's
forgot
not a
not
big
the
part of
reason.
this.
He's not the
AD's
reason
a
for
big
the
part
problem.
of that. You
Thank
see
AD
how soft that
y'all
man
can-
was?
Thank
No, there's no excuse for how soft he
Ooh.
was.
She's on
Hey,
fire.
hey, everybody, be
He's
quiet.
on fire.
He has the floor, okay?
Hey,
He has the floor. Be
AD
quiet.
is
He's got the floor.
the gingerbread man from Shrek, because
Hey, chill out, man.
that boy is soft and broken. I just want to see it, big dog.
Y'all leave my mans alone, bro.
I'm saying, but realistically though, with AD and LeBron, I don't think Westbrook fit in that category. It's too
They ignored the turnover.
it's too star power. Like the
And they
point guard for
asked
that,
for him.
but they asked for him thinking he was gonna come in and gel with them. No,
They thought
Westbrook,
triple double.
Russell,
That's all they
Russell
saw.
Westbrook was
That's all
himself
they saw.
all season.
That's what I'm saying. They
18,
only
He
saw
almost averaged a triple double. He averaged 19, 9, and 9. Like he was himself. He wasn't anybody different.
so okay, so what was the issue?
It was.
issue
That's what I'm
was-
saying.
because it don't
The
work with
GM, the team not dwelling. AD was
I
soft.
personally,
Russell was being Brook and
I
everything.
mean, but
LeBron, who knows what he was doing?
Westbrook played 79 games.
Westbrook's stuff was pretty clear though. I
He
mean,
couldn't
come
shoot.
on, like he was shooting.
He kept shooting though.
That ain't
He
changed.
kept
though.
going.
Tell Russell that.
He was shooting, but
He
I
was
feel
shooting.
like
He was shooting.
I
he
feel
was
like
shooting glass,
sometimes like
bricks.
all this media and stuff is what is the problem. Like that's how
Yeah.
I truly feel. Like, bro, stop shooting the ball. You suck today. Stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? As your player, like I would tell you that. Like, you know, sometimes
I
I respect
appreciate
that.
it.
I respect that. But
you get
my
what I'm
thing,
saying?
but my
Like,
thing
and I
is
feel
though,
they were scared to tell him the truth, and they
Because
rather
you
have
gotta
the sports analyst say it.
but see, you got to think about it. So he's a top player in the NBA. So you're bringing in another top player. So that's all those attitudes and energies. You know what I'm saying? Combining. AD's a superstar. LeBron's a superstar.
First off-
Westbrook's a
first
superstar.
off-
Hold on.
Got you. I got you, bro.
Westbrook just don't fit. His energy. He's used to leading a team. He's used to being that number one
Well,
guy.
someone needed to bring him to, but he's not.
He
was not-
yes, it is.
Back to
Conrad. He's
reality.
used to
Well,
being
outcome.
a number one guy. In LA,
Yeah,
he's not the number
We-
one
we-
guy.
JT, by you saying he was a number one guy, we had 5 people watching this. Now we had 2, 3 people left because you said that.
Bro, everywhere he's been the number one guy, right or wrong.
Hey, you want to make Russell work in LA?
No,
You want to make Russell if you want to make Russell
LA
Westbrook work
Fitness
in
is what it
LA.
is. Burbank.
Bring him off the bench and let him
Bench,
lead.
yep.
Let him lead the six. Let him be the
Okay.
sixth man and
Yep.
lead the B team. And not to say that doesn't lessen his legacy, but it allows him to be
Him to
himself.
play him. Yeah.
It allows him to
Play
be
who-
himself, who he's been
his
his whole
game.
career.
Yep.
And in that, you're going to be playing the second unit of every other team. So why not be yourself and make that B team as best as it can be? But I don't believe they'll do that when you're paying somebody $47 million a year.
So with that statement, that's a good statement because then if Melo stays, you have Westbrook and Melo on the second unit, which would be a very solid second unit.
I'm not mad
Melo
at it.
gone. He already gave his number away.
Who did?
Oh, I thought he coming
Oh,
back.
Melo going somewhere else?
They gave his number away, so unless he changes his number,
Oh,
Bro,
That's-
Melo
It's
going
been
to
real.
need to go ahead and retire,
He-
man.
It's been real. God bless him.
if you're being honest, I think Westbrook's confidence was shaken. He was at home. He was getting trashed. He was being
Big
blamed.
fact.
It happens all the time. If you want to be honest, same thing happened with Chris Bosh playing with LeBron. Like it's not a knock of saying, oh, LeBron don't make players better. It's hard to play with a superstar of that caliber.
And that's so much expectation.
How hard is it?
He controls so many aspects of the game that you just have to find your way.
Bro, no.
But you have perfect examples. Look at Brandon Ingram. Look at that's a perfect example that you. There you go.
D'Angelo Russell to the last 2 years.
Which is why everybody talking about
Jordan
DeMar
Clarkson
DeRozan coming. DeMar DeRozan wouldn't have had an MVP caliber year if he played with the Lakers.
Not at all.
We be talking about him the same way.
Did you forget that this man played with Kevin Love? Did you forget this man played with a bunch of people on a Cleveland team that they didn't even do nothing? They said, "Yo, Bron, do it." All right.
That's what they wanted. Russell's not that player.
Because Kevin Love struggled so much that they even got to the point where he had a nervous breakdown in the locker room. So that's not valid either. It's hard to play with LeBron.
It's different. It's different. It's different playing in that spotlight, man.
The one person who was successful was Dwayne Wade, because Dwayne Wade was the alpha when LeBron came in, and the Wade let LeBron control. It's not the same thing. That's why like AD prospers, because AD doesn't have to be that guy. That's probably why KD will probably do good with LeBron, because all he has to do is play basketball. But in a sense, you have to take those things into account. I don't think Russell Westbrook's a bad player. I think you put Russell Westbrook on somebody like Indiana or another team that has like smaller pieces.
They're talking about Indiana.
I mean,
Indiana wants another pick. What's going on? The Indiana Pacers want another pick for I think it's Russell THT in the first round pick for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. They said add a pick and we'll make the deal happen. I said just do it. Why are we talking about that?
The Lakers are getting desperate, but I like the fact that Jenny kind of put her foot down, was like, yo, if it's not going to be a major turn, I'm not trading away my first round draft picks, because that's another thing about a LeBron team, yo. LeBron will leave that cover bare when he leaves.
But this is what I'm saying as well. Like we've never been a through the draft since Kobe. We've never been a through the draft kind of team. We've always that's just LA. So now that she has changed, so that's why people are like, "What in the world?" Because now she's keeping the 27 and 29 pick, and we're like, "Okay, wait, that's not." We've never rolled like that. We've always traded or got the big stars or picked them up. You know what I mean? So it is definitely different. I think the struggles don't fall on Russell Westbrook. I think it falls on the team as a whole. Every person who put on the Laker jersey last year was a part of 33 wins, and you got everybody on the team got to own it.
I'm gonna say something unpopular, and I'm gonna say something unpopular, and I stand on it. I like AD. I think AD is a good player. I don't think AD is as high as everybody say he is.
He's not.
No. But the fact of the matter is, if they're not in that bubble, they don't win that championship. Because AD doesn't stay healthy.
I agree.
I tell you this: the only thing I can agree with on that is if you don't get those 6 months off, we're not fresh. So I'll argue. I'll say that to anybody who wants to argue it. But if we don't get those 6 months off, for especially for AD's health,
and bringing back Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is not doing nothing for you. He was getting Frosties on the bench in Philly. He's not coming to LA to be nobody's savior. Stop.
Yeah,
all I know
he's a freebie right now. So we'll see what he's doing. I think even Jamal Crawford went to the Drew League and dropped 46. I think it was like 46, 10, and 5.
You know who else is balling in the Drew League right now?
That was my guy.
Huh?
You know who else is balling in the Drew League right now?
Who is that?
Hansel Emmanuel. My dog is balling right now in the Drew League, bro.
But that's expected. Dude's a monster.
Dude's a monster.
Dude's a monster. We're gonna come back to Hansel, because I know you are all over Hansel Emmanuel right now. But
I love his game.
His game is tough, man. His game is tough. But what we want to make sure that we cover is we want to talk about getting over to the WNBA and talking about Asia Wilson and the disrespect that went to Aaliyah Boston and the ESPYs. We saw how that whole thing played out. And the question was asked, should Asia Wilson be the face of the WNBA? And does she get enough credit as the star of the Las Vegas Aces? Now, I'm a big fan of it. I'm wearing the shirt. Anytime you buy anything and put it on your body, I feel like you are invested in what's happening there. Same thing with the Lakers, Raiders, Aces for me. I love what's happening there. I love that Becky is there. I love that Asia is there. I love that De'Erica is there. I love what's happening, what they're doing this season. The question does come: should Asia be the face of it, and does she get enough credit in Las Vegas? See, I'm gonna start with you, with our resident WNBA expert at sidelines and whatnot, doing all this good stuff. Tell me, should she be the face of the NBA? Does she get enough credit as being as good as she is and consistently good as she's been since she's been in the league?
I think the Aces know if Asia's not on her game, they will not win. And I don't care if Plum goes off every single game. But if Asia doesn't come with her, what is she's averaging? 19.4 points, almost 10 rebounds, almost 10 assists. Well, sorry, not 10 assists, sorry. But I feel as though that if they won't. So in as far as the Aces giving her that much credit and realizing that's her squad, yes. But as far as like the WNBA recognize that she should be the face of the WNBA, who really knows? Because like we said earlier, as long as Sue is still in this league and DT is still in this league, I don't think that those faces are really going to change.
I feel it.
Please.
I feel it. Let me get to MVP JT, because he hit me up earlier today wanting to have this conversation. JT, how do you feel about that? Is Asia getting the proper respect that she deserves? And is she getting the credit for being consistently as good as she has been?
I don't think she's getting the credit that she deserves, honestly. Because if you think about it, look at all these WNBA players are on commercials that we see. You see DT, you see Candace Parker, you see Skylar Diggins, you see Brianna, you see everybody else but Asia. You see what I'm saying? And for her to be the player that she is, the best player, to me, she's the best player on the Aces right now, hands down.
For sure. No question.
But you know, just like, when DT leaves, when Sue Bird leaves, are they going to then put there? By that time, you know what I'm saying, her name is still gonna be her name. She's still gonna carry her name, still gonna carry weight. But right now, while she's hot, she needs to be seen. They need to know who she is.
Does your opinion change with her being the fact that the race for MVP? Because I feel as though, like even what we were speaking about earlier with Jonquel Jones, like I feel as though she had to go through all the trials and tribulations of what she started as most improved and then sixth woman of the year, and then became now last year she's MVP. Like, and you know, she spoke about being gay and being black, that endorsements don't usually go to her. But I'm gonna be honest, I see her commercial more than I see DT's commercial.
True. But also,
the one with Boban and Trey.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna be honest, I did not know DT had a commercial. I've never seen it. I see Sue, Candace, and JJ in the State Farm commercial. I barely see Sabrina's commercial, but I see mostly them.
But I also say it's the graphics too. So she's on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? I would say the West Coast basketball, WNBA wise, is making noise because you got the Sparks out there. You know what I'm saying? You got those.
They're not making no
Mercury, but the Sparks is a household name.
I give you that.
I'm glad Kennedy's back. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? They're a household WNBA.
They're a household name. I'll give you that.
So I would say the WNBA needs to do better with advertising her, putting her out there. Because
they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that, bro. She doesn't.
Bro, even if they came and won the championship this year, bro, with Becky being the coach the first year,
let's keep it a whole
the Las Vegas Aces always make it, but always in the playoff run they fall short.
Shout out to the voice, man,
bro. Because she's not part of a victim class. They ain't gonna do that, bro.
We seen that commercial for real,
bro. She just like she just said it. She don't identify. She's not gay or anything. She's not doing anything that's breaking quote unquote barriers, bro. Straight up, the girl, she's a bucket. She's a bucket. Not only she's one of South Carolina's greatest players. Well, they're not gonna give her no credit because she's not putting herself out there like a victim.
SEC Player of the Year.
But that's the thing.
They don't want her as the face because she's representing something other than what they want to be represented. They clearly want an agenda to be placed in front. So of course they're gonna put whoever they want to put in front.
Who would you say is the face of the WNBA, Connie?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Candace Parker wasn't the face of the WNBA for years until she decided to break up with her husband, and then all of a sudden, I'm out the closet.
No, that's not it.
No, no, bro, because y'all know how this works, and no knocks to anybody that live that lifestyle. Let's keep it a whole buck. The WNBA biggest problem, biggest issue, and their greatest self-defeat is because they want to do victimhood things, and they don't got victims in there. They got girls that can ball. If we want to watch girls that can ball, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna support the girls that can ball. But they got too much stuff going on. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to explain.
This is an issue.
Give yourself 60 seconds to explain the victimhood comment.
Issue.
I want to understand the victimhood comment.
This is an issue that we really needs to be. We need to be real with. We're not knocking anybody. Not knocking anybody.
I want to understand the victimhood comment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you 60 seconds.
You don't think it's the victimhood?
Explain that to me.
Like, okay. What do you mean?
So this ties into what I wanted to talk about. We talk about what happened with Asia. Asia is one of those girls that went to South Carolina, played good basketball, got drafted, one of the better faces of the dog WNBA, but she's not on Front Street. The people that's on Front Street is always going to be Sue Bird. What's the other girl? What's the other girl name?
DT.
Sue Bird, Candace Parker. You said who else? DT. You know what I'm saying? It's just because of what they represent. It's like to them, they're like, yo, well, you know what I'm saying? We women, and we're strong, and we take care of other women and all that other stuff. Cool. But at the same time, y'all also are big advocates in the LGBTQ movement and all that other stuff. And right now, that's what's selling, especially in the summer where y'all start y'all league out. Y'all start y'all summer out playing in June, playing in the month of Pride. So of course, that's the whole little spectrum right there. Now, because the victimhood thing is, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we are a marginalized, oppressed group. And I'm keeping the whole buck. Baby girl, y'all, some of y'all come from privileged homes. A lot of y'all white. And the only victims I see right now are still black and oppressed black people. Black people are still oppressed. But we're not complaining every other second. I guess our dollars not going around. Now let's get back to the WNBA. WNBA is doing this thing where they want to put certain people on Front Street. That girl, Asia should be the front player. She should have been a front player. Another girl that should be a front player, and they talk about her sometimes, but only because she's a single mom. De'Erica Hippie.
I just love that everybody has their hands on their chins. Like, are you?
I don't know what game you're watching.
I'm watching.
But they talk about how look, De'Erica's.
Go ahead.
No, he said they don't mention De'Erica. They always
no. That's they do mention her, but only because she's a single mom.
Okay, so let's do this. We're out of time. We're just out of time.
Bro, why, bro?
I'd love to continue this conversation.
Shout out to Emmanuel. Shout out to Hansel and Emmanuel. Since we're out of time, shout out to you, Hansel. You should have won. You should have won the SP award.
Don't say that.
They gave
you
shouldn't say that because
nobody can rebut you.
Virtue signal.
We're gonna put that over on the next episode. Not a bad thing. But let's keep the whole one. You should have won that. It's nothing else. There you go. We're gonna have a conversation about it next week because he truly believes that a steal and a windmill should have won Player of the Year. We definitely disagree.
No.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So now, okay. So let me make sure of this. Everything that you just said. Listen to what I have to listen to what I'm saying to you.
He said, "I know how to bar homes."
Everything that you just said about the WNBA and playing the victimhood is the reason you're giving Hansel the Player of the Year. So let's not go back and forth because you're being a hypocrite in your comment. I'm not giving Player of the Year because he has one arm. He plays with one arm and he's good. I'm not playing the victim role.
You can't be a victim in one way and then not have it in another. That's what you're just saying right now.
But I'm not giving him Player of the Year because he got one arm.
But you can't give Dearica a maximum talk about being a
He's a monster.
Between claiming and actually being one.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. If you're gonna make the argument for WNBA, make the same argument for Hansel when you're trying to give him Player of the Year for a steal and a windmill dunk in the game.
Bro,
I'm just saying that, but we out of time. We're gonna get back to all of this next week. We'll talk about Hansel. We'll talk about Megan Rapaport. We'll talk about Player of the Year. We'll talk about the WNBA because Connie on one, and I would love to stand here and give you more to basically go back at everything that you just said.
Googly goo guy for 5.5 minutes, and we allowed this to go on, bro. Like, what is
it is what it is. Look, make sure that you tune in next week.
Man.
We will continue this conversation. I promise you.
I got
one question. I got one question.
No, don't ask a question. Don't ask a question because it's gonna get no response. No questions. No questions. If you want to ask him, you can text him after the show. But right now, we have
7 days to talk about this again.
We will be back.
Can I come back next week?
Yes, you can come back next week.
What next week is going to be is me saying the key parts of what he just said and us responding to that. Connie will not get to speak on this topic starting the show next week. We will be responding to everything that he just said. So everybody keep this in your mind. The 5 people checking us out right now, remember all of this, all of the victimhood comments, all of the LBTG, all of that. Remember all of it. We're going to have that conversation, and Connie's going to sit and take what we got to say to him next week. We're going to talk more about the WNBA and everything in between, and we got more topics coming to you. MVP JT, we appreciate you for coming through, kicking it with us, bro. Definitely
love you
as always.
Love you, JT.
Look, y'all check it out. Full 94 Monday nights, 8:30 every Monday. Now this will be our new time, new day. Y'all check us out, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is nothing without what y'all got and what y'all bring to the table, as well as my co-host, C, that boy Westside, MVP JT. Thank you for tuning in, and my boy Will Just Rough It. I think you kind of make the show, man. I love it. I love you being here. I love the arms. I love the face. I love everything that you could be saying right now, but you're not saying it. God bless you. I appreciate y'all.
I'm about to send a stern text message to our group text right now, bro.
Big facts. 494 Mondays, 8:30. Love y'all. Y'all be easy.